I'd like to welcome Archivist Gary Levier from the Great Barrington Historical Society. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Great, thank you. So before we dive in, can you share a little bit about what archivists usually are exposed to on an everyday basis?
Well, quite often we're involved with older historical material, but as the archivist for the Great Barrington Historical Society, we get all kinds of information coming in. Everything from before the Revolutionary War
Right.
to more recent times, such as something a bit peculiar like supposed alien visitation in the southern Berkshires.
That's crazy. That's amazing, though. So today is a pretty exciting day. I mean, Netflix just launched their Unsolved Mysteries, and it's finally available for viewers to watch. In general, can you give me a little bit about the documentary series and what each episode will be focused on?
Well, of course, we've primarily paid attention to the episode that has to do with the UFO sighting here in the southern Berkshires. But they deal with a variety of mysteries from missing people to haunted houses to abductions, all the type of things that would be of interest to people where the mystery was never solved. And the premise of the show is that some more people will come forward to help with the investigation.
So, without giving away too much, what historical mystery occurred in the Berkshire County back in 1969?
September 1st, 1969, a number of people had some very bizarre sightings, and they ranged from seeing a giant glowing disc right in front of them and then zipping away to what appears to be actual abductions where the time was lost and they were somehow beamed into a ship. Now, there was a lot of phone calls into the local radio station right after this happened, but there was also a lot of ridicule that went on at the time. So a lot of the people just kind of kept it to themselves. It's only been in recent years where people have started to come forward and talk about their experience. And my job as an archivist is to not judge this information, but to gather it, collect it, and make it available to people that are interested. Everybody from the media and TV and newspapers to researchers. So we have, over the last few years at the Historical Society, accumulated quite a file of drawings, photographs, testimonials, statements, letters from various people throughout the Southern Berkshires that experienced this phenomenon on that evening.
Right. Why do you think it took so long for people to speak up about what they experienced, what they saw?
Most of the people said they were afraid. Um, I know in some places it was handled very well. For example, in a local school district, the young kids that experienced this talked about it, and the teachers encouraged them to draw pictures and to share. And the school, in my opinion, the schools handled it very well. The adults, maybe not so much. There was a lot of making fun of people, ridicule. And so many of the people that experienced this shut up about it. In fact, in one case, and it's talked about in the show, a mom never even discussed her experience with her children. She was in a car several miles away, and both she experienced this as well as the children, and both parent and child were afraid to share with each other. It wasn't until a year or two ago that they discovered they'd experienced the same thing.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so within the documentary, there are real people sharing their experiences, right?
Oh, yes. Several people have come forward when we were interviewed in the documentary and talked a great deal about what happened to them. Producers came to our historical society because we had these archives and lots of information. So we were able to help them connect with some of the people that had experienced this and talk to them. And so we were sort of facilitators.
So Berkshire residents may already have some sort of insight on the stories of unsolved mysteries, but for those who live outside of the county, are there any public archives that they could view online to get better prepared before watching the documentary at all?
Normally, yes, but because of all the COVID virus stuff going on, a lot of the libraries and archives have been closed. So A qualified yes. If you contact various historical societies, or libraries, you may be able to set up a way to view some of this material. But until things clear up with all these closures and blockades of everything at the libraries and everywhere else, it's going to be pretty hard to access this. In fact, I'm told that this show was originally supposed to air in February, and because of COVID, it got delayed till July 1st release.
Is there anything else you'd like to share about the documentary at all that we didn't discuss?
Just one thing. We in the Historical Society are very proud of the volunteer time, days and days of time that we put into helping make this information available to the public.
Perfect. Well, thank you again so much for joining this conference. You gave a lot of great insight and shared a lot of information for viewers to get ready to watch the documentary today or whenever they can.
Terrific. Thank
Okay.
you.
I'm Jada Furlow, working for you.